Mark Springer is a classically trained pianist who first got involved in freeform pop music with Rip, Rig and Panic. But whilst most of that group went on to form Float Up CP, Mark works alone on a very different style of music. He's recording for Deutsche Grammophon and now composing a score for the Australian Ballet. Meanwhile, his father, Mike Springer, is an artist working on exhibitions in London and Munich, as well as on designs for his son's record sleeves. It's this relationship, then, between father and son, artist and musician, which we look at now.
I like the light in the car. It comes from all over the back of the car. And so the light's good on the painting to start with. Then I'm closely in touch with my picture, and I'm not necessarily bedeviled or involved with what's going on outside other than the thing I want to be involved with. Very often people don't know that I'm working in the car and they go around their business in the normal way. So I'm a sort of observer of things that are happening without actually necessarily being observed. I think that you liked this one, didn't you, when you saw it the other day, the woman floating down the river?
Yes, that I could use, definitely.
It was an interesting story. They went down looking for a woman and found another woman that had been murdered some time before. Mm-hmm. And I could sort of see this dark figure floating down this figure floating down all the dark water. Mm-hmm. And that's how that came up. And here... That's the start of that. Oh, that's another interesting painting, Mark, which might make a good cover. Because that started its life as a landscape. And then I suddenly got involved with the crucifixion. So the figure of Christ is there. But after painting for a little while, I discovered I had painted a head in the body. There's a funny colour, Mark.
When Mike goes out and paints, he's painting people. And he's painting ordinary, everyday things that he sees around him. And rather than taking a photograph of those things, he's coming up with something that's out of his imagination, out of his mind, in terms of the colour and the harmony. I think a musician should be able to express the environment as well. I think all pop music doesn't have to be bad, it's just that it generally is bad. Rip, Rig and Panic was a group of people, a group of individuals, if you like, who got together to make sort of mad music.
Return to the seed from which you came. Return to the seed from which you came. Spring is near. Russia can't be far behind. Spring is near. Russia can't be far behind. And whip off the fig leaf and show us what you got. And whip off the fig leaf and show us what you got. And whip off the fig leaf and show us off the fig leaf. And whip off the fig leaf and show us what you got. Oh!
The key is to experiment. Just experiment in any way that you want to. Act like a baby does, you know, just crawl around and do crazy things. Watch the cat. I think if there's a relationship between the painting and the music, it is that the expressive nature and the spontaneity that's in the work. So that, you know, I can approach a performance that sometimes I know that performance will be better than other times. I think it's the same with painting. If you paint fairly quickly and immediately, sometimes I think you really capture something.
I mean, if I'm painting a picture, say Mark playing the piano, if it's a very representational thing, I mean, I could say, how do the keys get over there? Well, when he's playing, the music is so jumping around that I start jumping around visually with the music, you see. And then when you come along and make a film of him playing the piano, then you take little snippets out that you feel work for you and so forth, and for other people to look at. So you're producing your picture as well. And then he's producing his picture in sound.